changes.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome into the channel. Today is Tuesday. I believe it is, December 8th, 2020. I get all of my content basically from my Facebook group and social media. And today's topic, you guys see the title, is about the USPS and their handling of your packages, particularly in scanning. And so I'm gonna take some heat from this. Every time this comes up and I respond, I always take heat for it. But I want you to think about this from a business point of view and not a personal feelings point of view. My videos are meant for business advice, not advice to make you feel better. That it sounds bad, but I'm gonna explain. So the post goes like this. The USPS guy at my local branch refused to scan my 40 packages yesterday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I sold 40 packages. This isn't me, this is somebody that posted in the group, and this happened. And this actually did happen to me a long time ago, and I'll explain that as well. But they had 40 packages, they took them in, and they want to get them scanned. Now, in normal circumstances, people would be like, why do you want to stand in line? Just go up and dump them, and that's great. Even under normal circumstances, which is anything but normal, COVID, the holidays, and the delays, anything but normal. But even under normal operating standards, that's a little iffy. And the reason is, I've seen people dump onto the counter, and I've seen people steal packages right off of the counter, not even kidding. And so your item never gets scanned and you have no proof you left it there, none. And I've seen those packages get wheeled into the back and left and they don't get scanned for days and days and days, and you get the late defects with no recourse or, backlash of actions to cover yourself. So the ideal situation is that if you go into the post office, you make them scan the packages and give you a receipt. Then you have proof you dropped them off and proof they have been scanned into the system. Now, that is a lot of work because some of us live at post office places that have long lines and you don't want to wait that long. And with COVID, a lot of people don't want to go in. Okay, so schedule pickups. That's the best situation. Schedule pickups. And a lot of people leave their stuff out on the step. Oh, that scares me. People here would just walk off with it. And I live in a really good neighborhood. I mean, some of the rich neighborhoods around here have porch pirates all day long. That's not what you want to do, especially during the holidays, right? Or even leaving it with the flag up that says, hey, something's in the post office box and in the mailbox, steal it. We've done that, and it's just either way you look at it, it's just, best to give it to your driver if you have a pickup scheduled. And sometimes the drivers will be nice enough if they know you're a regular to drop by and you can kind of get on a schedule, which is what we did. Like, he's here every day at 12:30, 1 o'clock. We knew to get everything out there, have it sitting next to the front door inside, and then as soon as we'd hear him drive by, just pop outside and let him sit there, beep, 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 done. 5 seconds, right? So the person that left this post in my group goes into the post office and they refuse to scan the 40 packages. So, we're not doing that. We don't have time. So, and this could happen with a driver too, who just is like, give me the packages, I'm not scanning them. Unless they scan them, they're not taking them out of my hands, period. And it's their job. Now, I'm gonna get backlash because people are gonna say, well, print a scan sheet, print the master scan sheet, make it easy on them. Some of the USPS people will say, yeah, without a master scan sheet, I'm not scanning these. Okay, well, first of all, eBay has a master scan sheet, but Shopify doesn't. Amazon may not, Mercari may not, Facebook Marketplace. There are 10 platforms and not all of them offer master scan sheets. I don't even know which ones do or don't. Comment it down below, I don't know. I don't use master scan sheets. And so if I have 40 packages and only 10 of them sold on eBay and the rest, 15, 20, 30, whatever, sold on other platforms with no master scan sheet, now what? So I'm gonna hand you the scan sheet and the 10 eBay packages. Now what do we do about the rest? We're right back to square one, first of all. Second of all, it's not my job to do your job. Your job is to scan packages. That's not my job. You're trying to make your job easier, and people will say, well, help them make their job easier. They're overworked, they're all this. Look, I'm in this for business. I want my job to be easier. Why am I gonna sacrifice my time to improve their time? They should sacrifice their time and improve my time. This is a two-way street, right? I'm not about making anybody's day worse or trying to force people to do work, but that's a job. They accepted the job. Do the job. The driver's not doing the job during a scheduled pickup or an arrangement, whatever you have, you're outside of the realm of the post office, a little different. But the worst is when you're in line and you're like, here's my 40 packages, scan and get a receipt, and they tell you no. Well, I'm gonna hand you one, and then I'm gonna go right back to the back of the line, I'm gonna hand you another one, and I'm gonna hand you another one, and I'm gonna waste my entire day just to prove a point to you. Do your job. You're being paid an obscene amount of money to stand behind the counter and do your job. Part of the package delivery is that when I give you and I hand over my package to you, be it a driver or a post office location, part of your job is to scan it. That's part of the service. Scan it into your system. You can't refuse it. And I promise you, if an employee refuses it, they're being lazy and miserable. They have no other reason and nothing else to do but scan packages. That's their job. And if you call them out on it and call their postmaster, guess what happens? They'll do their job. Again, I appreciate all of you post office people. I love you USPS people. I love the prices I get, but come on, man. It's not my job to make your job easier. You wouldn't go out of your way to make my job easier. Let's get serious, right? If an eBay customer comes on eBay and wants me to go, jumping through leaps and bounds to do all this stuff, no, it's not my job, it's your job. Hey, can you go research the other 20 Nike t-shirts that you have and make sure that yours is the best deal for me? Why would I do that? Absolutely not. So the other thing is people are like, well, just use Pirate Ship and then you can do all of your platforms through Pirate Ship and print one sheet. First of all, I don't use Pirate Ship. It's never helped me. It's never been cheaper for me. I know it's cheaper for a lot of you, but just the stuff that I sell never works out that way. And it was a waste of time for me for the one a month that it did. And second of all, again, it's not my job and responsibility to find a third-party platform that will allow you to do your job. Well, this is so hard to understand. People just get fiery in the Facebook group that I'm so wrong. But please, a business point of view. Forget about feelings. I get it. People are overworked. They're USPS drivers. They're not paid enough. They're paid well. Trust me, they're paid very well. You don't ever see USPS drivers hurting for money, do you? And I love them, but God, man, just, do your job. And it's mostly not the drivers. Usually the drivers are pretty good. It's typically the front desk clerks at the branches that always have a problem. So that points me to a story from years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago. We were running an eBay Amazon operation, combined operation, mine and Drive Times. We had 2 different stores, 2 different things. And one Monday, we had sold 350 packages. Not even kidding. He had sold 250 and I'd sold 100. And we packed them all up and it actually filled an entire SUV to drive it down to the post office. And it was they closed at 5 o'clock. It wasn't 4:55. It was 4:15, right? It was closing soon, but not right away. And the woman refused to take it. And, I called. She didn't realize that we actually were in contact with her regional postmaster who we had done business with for our return merchant account, thousands and thousands of dollars. We were spending 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month sometimes. And so we had his direct number. And I called him right in front of her. And I said, here's the situation. Can you please tell your employee that I apologize. It's 350, 400 packages. She's got to scan them. We have to have a scan. And he said, if he wants to scan, you got to scan them. And she lost her mind at us. She went ballistic. And I'm like, look, I apologize. We couldn't get a pickup because it took us all day. We literally just finished packing 10 minutes ago. I got him in the SUV and we drove him down here. Our pickup guy has already long gone. He came at 2 o'clock. It was 4:15. Nothing we could do, right? We took us all day. It took 3 of us all day, four of us all day to pack, 250, 300, whatever, 350, 400 packages. I don't even know how many. It was a lot. And she lost it and she didn't want to do it. And the following Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it was, he came down there and apologized and said, look, it's their job. It's unfortunate. I'd ask that if you could avoid doing that to do it. But if you bring it in, we got to take them. And she was standing there and I said, if you ever treat another customer, I said, I don't care about me. I said, another customer in that manner, I hope they don't keep you because you don't deserve the job that she had for 30 years. She was there forever. Maybe she was tired. Maybe she was trying to get out of it. Maybe she was having a bad day. I don't know, but I have bad days all the time. I can't just answer my emails and video calls with you guys and just go off on you. It just doesn't work that way, right? Customer service. Customer's not always right, but when the customer's right, they're right. And they're right. It's part of their job. And I know I'm going to catch heat for this, and I'm okay with that. If you disagree with me, you're welcome to your opinion. But if you take your feelings out of it, it's business, and they have a job to do. And if we're only talking about business, there's no way I'm wrong. If we're talking about feelings and you being considerate, sure, if that's your opinion. I don't think it's out of feelings, out of being hurtful to someone, that I bring in a product that I'm doing business with them and just simply say, hey, I'd love to do business with you. Can you please scan? How is that being inconsiderate because I brought so many? I'm sorry, let me stop my business and sell less just so that I don't hurt Susie's feelings at the post office. None of this makes sense, guys. Do the job. It's that easy. Sorry, post office workers. I really am sorry.